sports. Welcome to Birmingham, Alabama, the Magic City today at Protective Stadium as a couple of teams look to walk away as champions of the Birmingham Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Navy Midshipmen, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Yeah, and how about the offense, man? You run a little play action. I can just tell you, 3rd and long, as a pass rusher, I'm going to get the quarterback. I don't care about the play action. I'm not biting on it, and neither did the defense.
And the returner is stopped. Line gets set, 1st down. The give to the back. Hauled down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Looking for room, it's Toppin. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Headed to the end zone. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, NC State. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Navy offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. That's caught. It's Brown. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Trying to pick up a 1st down. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Navy will have to punt it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, North Carolina State! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And Navy will go back on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Got his man to the left. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it
fires the pass, intercepted. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40, the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Wolfpack. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do now. Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Wide out in motion. They'll give it to the back. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
That's an awesome-looking carry. And you know when you're playing Navy, you better get ready to try to stop the run. Whether it's option, whether it's conventional, you better practice being in your gap, everybody being sound, and getting your eyes on the football. There are 3 certainties in life, guys. You're going to die, you're going to pay your taxes, and Navy is going to tote the rock.
They'll throw it on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Comes out throwing on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. A strike downfield. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
21, Navy 0.
And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. He wants to throw it again. He's got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and then it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history. They pick up the first down on the drag route. And I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys, maybe, that have joined them for the bowl practices.
I mean, you get 15-plus extra practices. You start to play and experience more as young guys. The older guys get a little bit more rest. But, yeah, you're building the future. You're building the foundation. You're working on your technique. And you know what? You also get to have some fun. I think that's important for team building is having fun at your location, doing the different things together to start to build that unity that will make a big difference in the future.
Yeah, there's a saying in college football that your freshman year, when you get to bowl season, you're no longer a freshman. A lot of players grow up. You get the extra practices mentally, and from a confidence standpoint, you turn the page. I can remember back to my true freshman year, we're getting ready to play Penn State. We had a lot of NFL talent in my freshman class, and everybody just seemed to grow a foot taller. They were playing with a different intensity level that really
Snagged in the end zone! Touchdown, Navy! I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute.
Can anyone catch him? He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Buying some time. Grabbed in the middle. It's Robbins. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest.
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And the pass hits, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again? He's going to throw deep right side. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, NC State! They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. They'll see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down. Pulls it in. It's Lincoln. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on third down. I know we're in the second quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
They'll go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
He wants to pass it on second down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, North Carolina State! Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Oh, he's going to go for the return. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And here comes the Navy offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Pocket starts to collapse. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops the throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, third and short, I think the offense was probably expecting blitz. That's why they dialed up the screen, but it did not fool the defense. Great job defending the screen, setting up fourth.
Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football now.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
At the 35, he's loose. Oh, look out, there he goes. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Well, the defense knew they had a huge challenge coming into this one. This running back, one of the top 10 in the nation right now in rushing yards, they're going to have...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Number 28 is in the end
lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a one-yard plunge. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. Just enough time to get off one more snap. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
With the score, NC State 49, Navy 7.
Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. Coming out with it, it's Ventura. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with the foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palmer, you just more of the same here in the second half.
I agree. And if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off season, your strength program, what classes you're taking in the spring. You need to focus on finishing this game and punctuating this season.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Pound it, pound it, pound it. I might not have that pretty run-pass ratio of 50-50, but if I can run the football like this consistently, if you're not going to do anything about it, you want to be a great offensive coordinator, keep calling the run.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Jet sweep to the receiver. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Handoff to the single back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the... line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. On the run, it's Toppin. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
He's tackled at the 48-yard line. Third down coming up.
Third and short now from their own 48. Goes to the option. Now the toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Wolfpack will have 1st and 10.
Let's go!
To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. At the 35, he's got room. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
NC State 49, Navy 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. The lone back's got it. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. And lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Can they salvage the drive by converting on 3rd and goal? Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Here comes the field goal unit. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. Never a doubt. But now there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. And the quarterback takes a knee. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. With these last two plays, they've just taken this drive and thrown it right into the fire. Can they snatch it out on 3rd and goal? And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner will be knocked down. And Navy will go back on the attack. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them. They're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He's going up top here late in the game. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Takes it the other way. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. The receiver on the jet sweep. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, the offense stars those plays where they want to get their playmakers the ball, and the defense understands it as well. I got to know when that guy comes in motion, he's a legit threat. They did, and you could tell they pulled the trigger and went and made a nice play.
Scrambling away. Looking for his man in the middle. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've got, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.